10 Powerful Psychology Truths in Life. Life is a profound journey, interwoven with countless questions about the human mind, behavior, and emotions. While the answers are often complex, psychology provides remarkable insights that help us uncover the layers of our internal and external worlds. In this video, we will explore 10 powerful psychological truths that hold the key to understanding ourselves and others more deeply. Imagine standing beside someone, gazing at the same beautiful sunset, yet each of you interprets it differently. This simple moment illustrates the astounding truth. Perception shapes reality. Psychology teaches us that what we perceive is influenced by our past experiences, beliefs, and emotions. Reality is often not an objective truth. It is a subjective lens crafted uniquely for each of us. Understanding this truth empowers us in two ways. First, it fosters empathy, reminding us that everyone sees the world differently. Second, it encourages self-awareness, allowing us to question our assumptions, biases, and interpretations. Our decisions feel rational, yet they are often subtle products of cognitive biases. These mental shortcuts, while efficient, can distort our thinking and lead us astray. For instance, confirmation bias makes us seek information that aligns with our beliefs, while hindsight bias tricks us into thinking we knew it all along. Becoming aware of these biases is the first step to overcoming them. Pause. Question your instincts. Recognize when your brain disguises convenience as truth. This process not only sharpens decision-making, but also fosters humility, reminding us that there is always room to grow in understanding. Beneath the surface of our conscious thoughts lies a vast, silent force propelling our everyday actions, the subconscious mind. Many of our behaviors, from the paths we walk to the choices we make, are driven by patterns etched into this hidden realm. Our subconscious can either uplift us with positive habits or chain us to destructive cycles. The good news? It is never too late to rewrite these patterns. Tools like mindfulness and introspection allow us to bring the subconscious into awareness, where we can decide whether to nurture or challenge its influence. Mastering this connection leads to a life lived with greater intention. Small, consistent actions have the power to shape our lives in monumental ways. This is the essence of the psychology of habits. Habits form through a loop. A cue triggers a routine, which delivers a reward. Over time, this loop solidifies, making the habit automatic. Think of habits as seeds. When watered daily, they grow into towering trees. Positive habits, whether reading, journaling, or exercising, can transform your future. Conversely, neglecting or feeding unhelpful habits has the opposite effect. The key is to design your environment and routines to support habits that align with your goals, making the invisible force of repetition work in your favor. Failure is a universal experience, yet it remains one of life's greatest teachers. Psychology regards failure not as an endpoint, but as a lesson in disguise. When we fail, our brains engage in deep processing, asking, "What went wrong?" This question holds the potential for growth. Embracing failure requires a shift in mindset. Instead of viewing it as something to fear, see it as an essential step toward mastery. The resilience gained from failure builds stronger foundations for future success. Our brains are not fixed. They are dynamic, ever-changing structures capable of incredible transformations, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. Each time we learn a new skill, adopt a habit, or challenge old beliefs, our brains rewire themselves. This flexibility is one of humanity's greatest gifts. It means that even in adulthood we can reinvent ourselves. Change might feel hard, but it is only because the unfamiliar takes effort before it becomes the norm. No matter how independent we feel, humans are deeply social beings. Our need for connection extends beyond fleeting interactions. It is hardwired into our biology. Studies show that strong relationships are one of the greatest predictors of happiness and well-being. But connection isn't about quantity, it's about quality. Whether it's a long-standing friendship or a sincere conversation with a stranger, genuine human bonds require empathy, trust, and presence. By prioritizing meaningful relationships, we honor one of the most profound truths of life. We were never meant to walk this journey alone. Empathy is the bridge between one soul and another. It is the ability to step into someone else's shoes, feel their emotions, and understand their perspective. Far from being a passive trait, empathy is a powerful tool that fosters understanding, resolves conflicts, and deepens connections. In a world often divided by differences, practicing empathy can be transformative. The next time you listen, don't just hear, seek to truly understand. Empathy doesn't mean agreeing with everyone, but respecting the experiences that have shaped their views. In doing so, you not only enrich their lives but also expand your own. Contrary to common belief, vulnerability is not a weakness. It is a profound source of strength. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, whether by sharing a fear, admitting a mistake, or expressing love, we pave the way for authenticity and connection. Vulnerability invites others to meet us where we are, without pretense or masks. It fosters trust and opens channels for deeper, more meaningful interactions. While it takes courage to embrace vulnerability, the rewards far outweigh the risks. It reminds us that the strength of a person isn't in their invincibility, but in their willingness to be human. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is the ability to understand and regulate our own emotions while navigating the emotions of others. Unlike IQ, which measures cognitive abilities, EQ is a skill that profoundly impacts relationships, leadership, and personal peace. A high EQ starts with self-awareness, understanding what you feel and why. It extends to managing these emotions, especially in difficult situations, and practicing empathy toward others. The beauty of emotional intelligence is that it can be cultivated through practice. When we enhance our EQ, we not only improve our lives, but also elevate the lives of those around us. Human beings thrive when there's structure to support their lives, a daily routine, clear goals, boundaries, but they also need freedom to explore, create, and dream. This truth reveals the paradoxical nature of our psychological needs. We crave security yet resist restriction. The secret is balance. Too much structure can stifle creativity, and too much freedom can lead to chaos. Find the harmony that works for you. Build a framework that guides your days while leaving room for spontaneity and play. This balance is not only rewarding, but necessary for a fulfilling life. Growth and comfort rarely coexist. Life's challenges may feel uncomfortable, but they are catalysts for transformation. The psychological principle here is simple. Stepping into discomfort stretches your abilities and rewires your mind to handle greater challenges. Avoiding discomfort might feel safe, but it comes at the cost of stagnation. Embrace the moments when life feels unfamiliar. They are opportunities to grow stronger and more resilient. Each step outside your comfort zone expands the boundaries of what you believe is possible. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful practices to improve well-being. When we shift our focus to what we're thankful for, our brain releases neurochemicals like dopamine and serotonin, enhancing happiness and reducing stress. Gratitude doesn't require monumental efforts. It can begin with small moments, appreciating a sunny day, a kind gesture, or a meal with loved ones. By cultivating gratitude daily, we train our minds to see beauty and abundance, even amid life's challenges. These 10 psychology truths, perception shaping reality, the power of habits, the need for connection, and more, are windows into the human experience. They remind us of life's complexity, but also its incredible potential for growth and transformation. As we conclude, reflect on which truth resonates most with you. How can you incorporate its wisdom into your life starting today? Remember, understanding is the first step, but action is where change truly begins. Let these truths not just enlighten, but empower you to thrive. Life is a journey, and psychology offers a lantern to light the path as we grow into the fullest versions of ourselves.